Today's morning coffee vinyl side. Various artists, Fonzie favorites, 1976. This 50s rock compilation album was released in 1976 as part of that same 50s rock revival wave that brought us yesterday's morning coffee vinyl side artists, Teen Angel and the Rockin' Rebels. Capitalizing on the enormous popularity of the Fonzie character from television's Happy Days, this was just one of the many Fonzie-related and licensed products you could find for sale. There were t-shirts and lunch kits, mirrors, buttons and badges, combs, tons of things. Somebody was obviously making bank. In 1976, there were few cultural characters bigger than Fonzie. Though this was not my original copy, I did buy and own this album when I was 7 years old. I remember the day, walking into the front entrance of K-Mart, and right there at the front of the store was a massive display. Hundreds of units, all priced at 99 cents. I grabbed one and held it up to my mom. I didn't ask, it was a silent request, and she didn't vocalize a response. But the album went with us through the checkout and home with me. Up until that point, I'd never asked for something to be bought for me. I'm not even sure I had the conception of it even being a thing. But the call from the Fonz and that 99-cent price tag triggered something in me. The idea that this was something I could ask for, and that having it or getting it for myself was even possible. Something fundamental in my relationship with my mother changed that day. I was no longer just a silent little observer or appendage accompanying her place to place. I had become an independent entity who suddenly unlocked that desiring component of self. Desires, wants, needs. It was the day I became a consumer. Despite the inclusion of a couple of Fonzie-related novelty tracks, this is a pretty good 50s rock compilation. And playing this today, after finding it in a blind purchase of a bunch of vinyl, is a trip. I just wasn't aware how deeply embedded in my musical memory some of these tracks were. Maybe it's why I've always been, and will be, a rocker.